This revised UK edition analyses FTS Income's public claims and business practices. The following is critical commentary and opinion, based on publicly available evidence like FTS Income's own historical website and marketing. This is presented as fair comment on a matter of public interest. Certain terms from the original analysis have been obscured to focus on the critique of public claims. Viewers should do their own research. With that context established for our UK audience, let's proceed with the original breakdown.
Welcome back to Fake Trader Fails, where we slice through the lies of YouTube's fake trading and betting gurus. Today's FTS Income. This guy isn't just another clueless amateur who stumbled into This is a full-blown seasoned who's been perfecting his for almost 2 decades. Last year, some people on our Discord were asking about him. Frankly, I get a little twitchy when people ask about channels like this without remembering the golden rule. Always demand proof. Specifically, long-term, notarized proof of profit. It weeds out 99% of the instantly. So, to make a point, and initially without any deep research, I dropped a polite comment under his latest video. Hi, we might make a video about your channel. On your website you say you've made over £3.5 million. So why not prove it and help raise the bar for honesty in this space? As a truly successful trader, you must be appalled by all the Getting your bet for premium charge page notarized costs about £100 and would serve as undeniable proof, boosting your credibility and helping your sales. Show the world you're the real deal and we will gladly feature you as a verified success story. Did he respond? Of course not. Never want verification. They survive on blind trust. And I really don't like being ignored, especially when someone's flashing around claims of making millions while selling pipe dreams to vulnerable people. So I decided to dig, and oh boy, what I found, it's almost beautiful in its absurdity. Fail number 1, the 2007 origin story Catastrophe. So his current narrative is that he began his glorious betting career in 2007 finding the magic of lay the draw. He mentions this repeatedly in his videos.
See, I was a bit the other way because when I started, I just did lay the draw and I didn't do anything else. I just started, I'm going back 2007. Since I started I thought there was a lot of betting information online when I started in 2006-7. It was brand new to me. I just didn't know the online world at all. I couldn't believe how it worked, what was out there, some of the that was out there.
Fast forward to today, and he claims over £3.5 million in profit since 2007. Quite the journey, but here's the first colossal fail. His own website from 2007 tells a wildly different, utterly ludicrous story. Let's see what our beginner trader was up to back then, according to himself. Using the Wayback Machine, we can see the first available version of his website in February 2007. The formatting wasn't perfectly saved, so we'll use the first fully clear version from June 2007. The content is almost identical. The links are in the description so you can marvel at it yourself. Here is what he was actually telling the world back then. It's time to change the face of gambling. I'm sick of all the false promises and that gets sold online. Oh, the irony. He is here to save us from by selling us his brand of. What a hero. Copy exactly what I do and discover the secret that has enabled me to bank in excess of £200,000 every year for the last 4 years tax-free. £200,000 a year for 4 years. So if this is 2007, he is claiming the success since 2003. But wait, in his current videos he says he started in 2007. Did he invent a time-traveling betting bot? The narrative is already a pretzel. The only secret here is how you are not heavily in debt. I was desperate. I now bank serious amounts of cash every week, between £1,500 and £4,000 every week. And now my life is so different. Wouldn't you like to be able to do exactly what you want and when you want rather than be dictated to by bosses and companies? As a result of what I now do and what I'm going to show you to do, you will be able to go on holiday when you feel like it. This is me at my favorite holiday destination, Las Vegas, a place I visit 4 or 5 times a year when the mood takes me. As you can see, I win there too. Where would your favorite destination be? Wouldn't it be great if you could visit there 4 or 5 times a year as and when you felt like it? Buy the things you have always desired. This is my new Aston Martin, paid for in cash. An Aston Martin, paid in cash. And get this, on his website from just a few weeks prior, it was a Jaguar. Guess the laser draw system upgraded his car choice in record time. Oh boy. What a You too can be financially free for life. By purchasing my system and copying exactly what I do, you can live a life exactly like me. You will have paid for the system within your first week, guaranteed. Guaranteed profit in the first week. Amazing. That's not how betting or trading works, guys. Do you see the sheer unadulterated here? The narrative he pushes now is a complete fabrication designed to hide the fact that he was selling from the very beginning. He wasn't a trader who found success and then decided to teach. He was selling the dream based on laughably impossible claims from the absolute outset. He started as a system seller betting fantasies, not as a trader. A monumental fail. Fail number 2. The £3.5 million profit fantasy. And that brings us back to the 3.5 million. A figure so large, so life-changing, yet strangely unverified. If you genuinely netted that much, wouldn't you spend 100 quid on notary just to shove it in the faces of doubters and prove your legitimacy? It would be the single best marketing investment ever. Unless, of course, you can't prove it, because it's, well, let's call it what it is. Pure, unadulterated marketing. But this isn't just lack of transparency, it's active, calculated deception.
In Guru Buster's opinion,
this guy didn't make 3.5 million with the ridiculous systems he promotes. He's very likely a lifetime net loser at betting. He makes money by selling his not by trading. Fail number 3. The live trading illusion. Let's look at his content. FTS Income has numerous videos proudly titled FTS Live Trading. Sounds promising. A chance to see the multi-millionaire maestro in action, navigating the markets live. Well, no. Fail number 3 is a staggering, almost comical absence of actual live trading in his live trading videos. Go watch them. You will see spreadsheets overflowing with numbers designed to look impressive. You will see charts. You will hear him turn on with explanations that sound plausible if you don't know any better. What you won't see, a single, actual, verifiable live trade being placed on Betfair in any meaningful way. It's like calling a cooking show live baking and only showing pictures of flour. It's a staggering red flag. It's easy to look like a genius with hindsight and corrected data. It's much harder when you have to put your, or rather his supposed, money where your mouth is, live. It's all smoke and mirrors, designed to impress the uninformed. Because what's conveniently hidden? He's clueless about sophisticated bet placement, the kind actually needed to succeed. More importantly, by never truly trading live, he conveniently avoids risking a single penny on the negative value bets his systems would inevitably produce. And you can bet he knows that. He is fully aware that if he played his own game for real, he'd be hemorrhaging money. So instead, he puts on a show. This guy isn't just flying red flags, he's drowning in them, while simultaneously setting off fireworks spelling And trust me, this is just a pathetic opening act. We haven't even begun to touch on the actual methods he sells, the so-called systems. But what I found digging deeper, beyond just the shoddy spreadsheets and statistical nonsense, is frankly disgusting. It's not just the flawed strategies, it's the character behind them, the carelessness I've witnessed. The systems themselves are a masterclass in He is completely clueless about genuine statistical edge, relying on p-hacking, cherry-picking, and manipulative data that looks sophisticated to the untrained eye, but is fundamentally rotten. But the disregard shown, the way it all comes together, truly turns the stomach. This isn't knowledge, it's honed over 18 years into a polished designed to extract money from hopeful beginners. If you want a small taste of the kind of statistical trickery involved, watch our April Fools videos. We made them as a joke, but like him are doing it for real. I've only watched a fraction of his videos and I already have enough material for 10 more takedowns. Literally every single video I've examined contains significant flaws, misdirection, or outright statistical malpractice. His methods are designed to look clever, but they are fundamentally broken mechanisms to. We will expose them in forensic detail in future episodes. Now a serious point. If you have bought into FTS Income's promises, if you have paid for these worthless spreadsheets and systems and inevitably lost money, you are a victim of. Don't be embarrassed. Report him. If you are in the UK, contact Action. The UK police force's dedicated arm for fighting. Provide them with the evidence, tell them your story. These only thrive because victims stay silent. Help us expose this. Hit that like button, share your experiences or thoughts in the comments, and subscribe. Because the FTS saga is far from over, and we need to hold these people accountable. Until next time.
Guru Busters!